everybody. Claudia here from Hugo Coffee. As you know, we're a coffee company that supports animal welfare missioned nonprofits around the country. And we do so with our week-long online fundraiser, whereby we donate $2.50 for every item sold on the website during the course of the week. And we do it every week with a different organization. And this week, we have the lovely Helaine, who we've seen 4 times. This is the 4th fundraiser for Kobe Henro Food Bank, Pet Food Bank, located now, I guess. Well, Helaine's going to tell us all about what's going on.
Yes,
Hi, Helaine.
thank you. Thank you, Claudia, for having me back. You're one of my first people. Hugo believed in me when I first launched, so you'll always have a special place in my heart. Back in 2020, I launched the Pet Food Bank out of Sudbury, Massachusetts, where I lived for 32 years. We got things going pretty well. We just exceeded about 110,000 pounds of food we have donated and delivered to food pantries and Southern Rescue Transports.
Fantastic.
So at that time, I was able to get a pretty good flow going. It was good timing. I was able to take care of a lot of people and a lot of animals, and it was going smoothly. And it still is going smoothly, but I moved back in June to Guilford, Connecticut, which is about halfway between Boston and New York City. And I'm trying to do the food bank as well here. Mm-hmm. Everything is still in Massachusetts, so I want to say we kind of have a second location. We're registered here. And in that time, I met a woman by the name of Yvette Rodriguez, who runs Miracles for Saddle Rescue out of Puerto Rico and out of Monroe, New York. I gave her some food, and she said, you should come to Puerto Rico and see what's happening with the strays here. So fast forward, I went there. It's, as one could imagine, almost 100,000 stray cats and 650,000 stray dogs on the island.
Good God.
It's crazy. I mean, you can't even imagine. They're everywhere, except, of course, you know, the main tourist areas, it's cleaned up pretty well. But once you go into the mountains there, they're all over the place. Wow. So she needed some help with grant writing. I said, I can help you with that. And fast forward, we connected. We talk 2 times a day. We're best of friends now, and we hold clinics, trap, neuter, vaccinated, and release clinics.
Oh, that's
and
great.
We also provide spay and neuter service to the local municipality. It's in Vega Alta, Puerto Rico, which is in the north. So we did a clinic back in March, and we're doing another one this March. And our goal is to become a quarterly clinic.
Now, when the clinic is a spay neuter clinic?
Yes, it's spay and neuter for local animals that were adopted. We only do rescues. So rescues who are owned can get sterilized there, but it's primarily for the strays. So it's a TNVR, which is they trap them, they neuter or spay, they vaccinate, and then they release.
So they do that with stray dogs as well?
Yep, they do.
I have not heard that before. You know, I know what TNR is, but I know TNR is normally, well, in the United States, it's cats.
You're correct. Yes.
Because it's feral cats, you trap, neuter, and release. But stray, because I don't feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't feel like we have in America, we're not overrun by stray dogs.
No, but in the South, it's tough down there. I mean, there's a lot in the South. So eventually I'd like to get this going, because I've got to tell you, I didn't know. We went into this, we raised funds. I found a lovely vet, Dr. Willie Badeau. He runs Vets for PR. He's a co-founder. So he said, listen, you come, we bring everything. So when I was originally planning, I thought I was going to need funding for equipment and supplies. But he said, no, they're like traveling spay and neuter clinics. So they come with everything. He comes with a team.
Sure.
They charge you a flat fee, $150 per dog. The dogs are spayed, vaccinated, tattooed, and they get topical treatment as well. So we had him, a vet, knew the mayor, got the municipality to donate the space. And we went in thinking this could flop or this could fly. And I got to tell you, it flew. We did 123 animals in 2 days. It was almost flawless. I was shocked. I still can't believe how smoothly it went. So
Yeah.
we have everything. We have the excess supply of dogs and cats. We have the vet on board. We have the municipality. So now I'm doing a lot of grant writing, trying to spread the word. So it's all about funding. If we had the funds, we could do this every month.
Do you feel like there's any opportunity in Puerto Rico for the municipality to cough up some money in addition to the
We're
space?
trying. That's a good point. A vet's working on that. We're hoping that they'll start charging a small amount to the people, and then that can go towards the strays.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get people who, I mean, I see this in the food bank too. Sometimes you get people who just went out and bought a beautiful purebred dog for $2,500, and they want to get the dog fixed for free. And we can't do that. I mean, that's not something we believe in. So we stick with the strays who need us the most.
I think that's fantastic. Now, do you feel like there is a potential in the future for getting southern states to buy into this idea of trap neutering and releasing and spaying dogs?
I do. I actually had I had a woman call me who saw I had a press release out about the success of the Pippi project. That's the name of the Spay and Neuter project. And she wanted to do it in the South. She's trying to do it. So I'm able to help her what you need to do. You just have to get the pieces in place. And once you get the pieces in place, it's like anything. It's all about the funds. And once you get the funds and you get corporate sponsors and private people to donate, it works. And it helps because all these feeders in Puerto Rico, they have 10, 20, 30 dogs they care for daily. So they keep the dogs alive, so they know how to get them, and they put them in a little crate. They get spayed. It's a pretty quick process. They recover, and then they go back to where they were.
It's amazing. I think it's great because, I know that I don't know, but where we live, the municipalities and the governmental entities often grant money to services. If another organization is doing the service that would be a governmental service, they'll help. You can apply for a grant for that service. So, animal control, spays and neuters. So if there's a rescue here in Summit County, Utah, that is spaying and neutering, it's a service that the government would provide, but this organization's doing it as well to help to help address the need. And there are grants available. So be very vigilant on finding grants from the municipalities and from the governmental entities that provides any kind of animal related services.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we're working on that. It's sometimes, even though Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States, it functions very differently. And they were hit so hard with Maria that they're trying to catch up with all of that. So economically, it's challenging for them. So we're working on the municipality. The municipalities like having us because it makes them kind of look good because you're cleaning it up. I mean, let's face it, there's a public health issue there too if you have dogs that are not vaccinated running around. And if you can do that, it's safer, it's better for the humans and the animals.
And it has a major impact. It has a tremendous impact. It has a factored impact, right? Like you spay neuter one dog, you've prevented the birth of many, many more dogs that will then go hungry and be strays.
Yes, no, the numbers are crazy.
Cats, and I mean the amount of animals that you prevent being born unwanted and strays and left on their own is tremendous. It's such a great impact. And now what's so interesting to me is you met Maria through the food bank work.
Oh, a vet. Yes, I met a vet through the food bank. So she needed food. I actually think I posted on social media if anybody needs food. And she said, I would love food. And she's an incredible human. She's one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. I have never met such a compassionate person who loves the dogs and cats so much. Sometimes she has 30 or 40 dogs that she's caring for that are in transition, that she flies over from Puerto Rico who are waiting for homes. And she never complains. And she works 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. So we're a good team because the work she does, I could never do what she does. She is down there caring for them, seeing such tough stuff.
Yeah.
And as far as me, I'm able to bring more of the business so I can help write the grants and try to get the funding. And I mean, it's nice when you do rescue the dogs and they get homes, but let's face it, the only way you get to the crux of it is by spaying and neutering. I mean, they're dogs and cats and they reproduce. That's what they do. So you got to stop that.
You can't rescue your way out of the problem.
Right.
And you can do everything, we can only do what we can do, so rescues, food banks, these are all great things, but addressing the actual problem is education and spaying and neutering.
Correct. That's exactly it. So that's what I'm spending a lot of time now working on that. It's kind of frustrating because I have all the pieces. I mean, getting a vet is huge. I got a fabulous one. The municipality's on board. Come as often as you want. We have hundreds of thousands of animals, but it's all about the funds with so many things in life. So I'm working. I'll go after the municipality more per your suggestion, and I do some private places have donated and supported us, which is nice. They believe in our mission. So it's kind of, I just hired a couple interns to help me because they're quite good with the social media. So nice.
We love interns that are good with social media.
I'm learning. God, I'm old. I'm learning. But they kind of talk to me and tell me things they're doing. So they're helping me just kind of raise the funds and get things going and spread the word. So Pippi Project has a very special place because it is named in memory of my parents' dog, Pippi Kaufman, who was a Sato that lived from Puerto Rico. She lived till she was about 18 or 19 years old. And my mother, God bless, was the most amazing animal lover out there. So I had mentioned that Kobe Henro I did kind of for her, and Pippi Project is the little Chihuahua my parents had. And she lived a charmed life in Cape Cod for a long time. Great. So this is kind of a memorial to her. And my nephew helps me, who runs a nonprofit. So it's kind of family love going in there. So it's
awesome. All right. So now the Pippi Project, that's the spay neuter clinic that you're doing in Puerto Rico.
Correct.
Okay. And then we're doing another one in March.
Yes.
And luckily the municipality is available. They're game to support you whenever you want to come. So it's not like a once every 6 months. Once every 6 months is being driven by funding.
Correct. 100%.
And when you did it before, you spay neutered over 120 dogs in 2 days?
123 dogs. They set up, it's on our website. They set up kind of an assembly line. They have a whole system. This vet is used to doing spay and neuter clinics with hundreds of dogs over the weekend. Mm-hmm. If Puerto Rico could just get another dozen of these things going, they could get their head around and grasp the problem. But it's hard because, like a vet said, I finally just flew 25 here, but somebody left 30 puppies at my farm this morning. So,
oh my God.
Oh, they dumped the dogs at the farm and she takes them all. And
oh my gosh.
It's tough. So
what an interesting evolution of Kobe Henro, Helaine.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
It's very interesting. You started 5 years ago as, food banking during COVID.
Correct.
Which was fantastic because it was such a needed service at the time. Mm-hmm. And by the way, still today, I'm sure. And then to branch into the Pippi Project is fantastic, while you're also still doing the food bank in Massachusetts.
Yes, I still get some donations there. It's been a little slower getting donors here. It took me a long time, so I'm working, I'm feeling places out. I went to the Humane Society, but a lot of places now, unfortunately, seem to be hurting even worse than
Yeah.
they were. So they
It's
need
a very
food.
difficult time for everybody.
It sure is.
You know,
So,
it's just a very difficult time. We were talking yesterday to a partner, a sanctuary partner, and their fundraiser was canceled, their annual fundraiser, because the restaurant couldn't support the donation this year because the restaurants are suffering as well. And
right.
the animal world is suffering, it's a really difficult time. So
Absolutely.
anything you can do food wise is just great. But
Yep.
loving the Pippi Project, Helaine.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, no, it is quite a story how it happened. And I just stumbled upon it when I was in Puerto Rico. One of the workers just was upset and she said, all we need is grants. And I said, oh, I can help you with that because my background is writing, so I can help. So it all kind of just kept falling together. And then I met a vet who does this internationally, who I knew from years ago when I came back home. And she guided me and has been a mentor and taught me how to do it and what you need to do. And supposedly, if you can do this monthly, 3 to 4 years, you'll see the numbers start to decline. And
Can you
that's what we
imagine
need.
if you can do it monthly?
Oh, I'd love to.
That would be so amazing. That's kind of, what a lot of, like a lot of our, not a lot, but a number of our rescues here, they do, they go down and they do a spay neuter weekend or day or two at our reservations. So the
Yep.
Native American reservations have a lot of strays.
Yep. No, that's good. They do that. That's good work.
Yeah,
That's
and I just love the idea. I love the pivot. I love the pivot to something that's actually a solution to a problem, which is spaying and neutering and education.
amen.
So
You're
now,
right on,
Helaine, we just
Claudia.
got to raise you a bunch of money.
Yes. It's the money. That's what I'm working on. And I'm working on spreading the word, and anybody who wants to help in any way, every bit helps. I mean,
Yes.
that's what I always say. I don't care if it's $5, it all helps. It all goes into a fund. 100% of everything goes to this. We're all volunteer.
Yep.
There's nothing really other than just raising funds and putting it into that, keep that number of $150 per dog. I think the cats are a little less because they're smaller. Maybe
Yeah.
it's an easier procedure. So maybe $130. I'm not sure the exact, but it's just a matter of getting as many as we can spayed. And the poor things live a short life. The strays, I mean, it's heartbreaking. They don't live more than 3, 4, 5 years on the street. So if you can medically care for them, they can get a little longer life out there too. And
Right.
they're,
All
you
right. So
know,
let's talk about the actual fundraiser here. Now, we all know that the coffee's good. The coffee's great. You've been
yes,
drinking
it
it for
is.
a long time.
I sure
Um,
have.
and just want to make sure your fan base knows that if they were to drink the great coffee and then subscribe, we will give Helaine a shortened URL where every time you get your subscription, we will donate to Kobe Henro, which is fantastic. In the meantime, we have swag, we have mugs, we have all kinds of stuff on the website, and we have until Sunday at midnight. So we got 2.5 more days. Now, Helaine, give me an idea of what kind of impact $300 to $500 would have.
Oh, that breaks right down to the dog. So that's 2 or 3 dogs, which could be cared for. They'll live a longer life. They'll be safe, and then they will cut down. They won't be able to reproduce. So you figure out the numbers, and that would end up would multiply. So you're saving, over their lifetime, probably 30, 40, 50 dogs. I'm not sure exactly how the numbers go, but there is a formula for that. So
yeah, 100%. All right. So Helaine, we got to get the word out. We got 2.5 more days because I want to write you a big old check on Monday.
Yes,
You
you've
want
been very kind to me. You, as I said, special place in my heart. You and Beth from day one, you were one of the first that said, okay. And I'm happy to see you're doing well. I saw you in Wegmans. I was very happy.
Thank you.
I was very excited. So, and I may be coming out your way. And if I do, I will let you know because I would love to stop by and see you in person. So,
Please let us know if you're
yes.
coming out our way. We would love to see you as well.
Yes, you're doing a wonderful job, and I love your work, your passion, and you're just awesome, Claudia. I appreciate it. Beth too.
Thank you so
Your
much.
pleasure.
Back at you, Helaine, and your whole team, because I am loving on the Pippi project.
There you go. All right, let's save those strays.
I love it. So, all right, Helaine, you have
Thanks
a
so much.
wonderful weekend. Let's try to sell so we can write you a big old check on Monday, and stay safe because I think you have a hurricane coming your way. You have rain.
Possibly.
I think you have rain.
We'll soon find out.
We do too, by the way. But all right, you have
Sorry.
a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait till Monday to write you a big old check. And I hope you come out and visit us.
Sounds good. I will keep you posted. Thanks so much.
Okay, bye.
Alrighty. You take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye, hon.